Windows 1.0. Windows 1.0 wasn't a real OS. It was a layer sitting on top of MS-DOS. It introduced something new for PCs, graphical computing. You got windows, menus, icons, scroll bars, and a mouse pointer, which most people had never used before. But Windows 1.0 was limited. You couldn't overlap windows at all. Everything was tiled and weird-looking. Most apps were extremely basic: Notepad, Paint, Calculator, and Clock. It was slow, clunky, and not a huge success. This small attempt was the spark for everything that came next. Windows 2.0. Windows 2.0 introduced overlapping windows, a huge jump in usability. It also added better keyboard shortcuts, faster graphics, and support for Intel's 286 processors. This was the version where Word and Excel got their first Windows releases. And behind the scenes, Microsoft was preparing something much bigger. Windows 3.0. This was the breakthrough. Windows 3.0 used the improved power of Intel's 386 processors. It brought a cleaner interface, better memory management. The Program Manager became the new way to organize apps. Business users finally took Windows seriously. Games also started appearing. Solitaire was created to teach people how to use a mouse. This version sold millions and made Windows a household name. Windows 95. Windows 95 didn't just update Windows, it redefined it. It brought the Start menu, taskbar, right-click, long file names, and true multitasking. It introduced plug and play, making hardware easier to install. And it launched during the early expansion of the Internet. Most people's first Internet experience happened on Windows 95. Windows 98. Windows 98 took Windows 95's ideas and made them smoother. It had better driver support, better USB support, quicker boot times, and improved hardware compatibility. For home users, Windows 98 was one of the most comfortable versions ever. It worked great for gaming, browsing, and basic home tasks. This was the era of CRT monitors, dial-up internet, and early PC gaming, and Windows 98 fit perfectly. Windows Me tried to modernize home computing. It added System Restore, better multimedia tools, and faster startup. But Me became infamous for instability. Frequent crashes, poor driver support, and slow performance gave it a bad reputation. Still, Me introduced ideas that would evolve later. System Restore, Movie Maker, new USB stack. Even though Me failed publicly, it helped Microsoft figure out what users really wanted. Windows XP. Windows XP combined the stability of Windows, design of home windows. It introduced a colorful, cheerful interface. It supported Wi-Fi better, had stronger security, and ran well on many machines. XP was so good that people held on to it for more than a decade. It became the standard OS for schools, offices, and gaming setups. Even airlines, ATMs, hospitals, and government systems used it long after support ended. XP defined the early 2000s. Windows Vista. Vista was ambitious. Aero Glass brought transparency and modern visuals. But it needed strong hardware, and most PCs at the time struggled. Security prompts annoyed users. Drivers didn't work well at launch. The OS was heavy and sluggish. But behind the problems, Vista added major innovations. UAC, modern security system. DirectX 10, new driver model. Index search, new networking stack. These architectural upgrades were huge and would later power Windows 7 success. Windows 7. Windows 7 fixed almost everything Vista did wrong. It was faster, smoother, stable, and visually polished. Gamers loved it. Businesses adopted it fast. The new taskbar with pinning made navigation easier. Libraries organized files across folders. Everything felt balanced. Many users still say Windows 7 was the best Windows ever made. Windows 8. Windows 8 was Microsoft's bold experiment. Touchscreens were growing, so they redesigned Windows around tiles. The classic Start menu was removed, replaced with the full-screen Start screen. Boot times were incredibly fast, security improved, but the interface confused many users. PC users felt like the OS was made for tablets. Still, Windows 8 brought good technology under the hood, modern driver support, better optimization, and a new app ecosystem. Windows 10 was the reset button. It brought back the start menu, blended tiles and apps, and focused on speed and security. It introduced virtual desktops, Windows Hello, DirectX 12, a modern update system, Cortana. It became the main Windows version for almost 10 years. Schools, businesses, gamers, everyone stuck with Windows 10. Its long lifespan made it one of the most important OS releases ever. Windows 11 pushed design into a cleaner, more modern era. Centered start menu, new icons, rounded corners, and smoother animations. It added direct storage, auto HDR, and tighter gaming optimizations. The UI became calmer and more minimal. Windows 11 feels like Windows 10 but refined, simple, clean, and built for newer machines.